Are you thinking about bending your own hoops for your hoop house? There's a lot of questions that we get day to day on the phones with customer service, and today we're going to answer those questions for you. Our USA-made hoop benders allow you to bend your own hoops, which will help save money on freight. The powder coating on the tool means that once you mount it, it'll last for generations. Now we're going to cover most frequently asked questions. What kind of pipe is used? For anything over 6 foot, you're going to use 1 3/8 inch top rail that's in 10-foot sticks. They can be purchased at any local hardware store, and they'll run between 16 and 18 gauge. For 4 and 6 foot benders, you'll use either 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch EMT, which can also be purchased at your local hardware store, which is also 10 foot long. Can we bend a 20-foot pipe? Some fencing companies might sell 20-foot sticks that do a lot of wholesale. So while you can use a 20-foot stick, instead of having your hoop bender mounted vertically, you're going to want to mount it horizontally, and then you can bend that way. Doing this does make it a little bit more difficult. It's a little bit more awkward. You do run the risk of twisting your pipes a little bit. So instead of your hoops lining up this way, they might get off a little bit. Where do we source pipe? Our hoop benders are designed for 10-foot sticks, which you can purchase at any local hardware store. What is the gauge of the pipe? You'll find either 16 gauge or 18 gauge. The directions say to use 10-foot sticks, but at the store it's 10 foot 6 inches. That's to account for the swedge on the pipe, which can be anywhere from 3 to 6 inches. Does it matter what side of the pipe I start with? It doesn't matter which end you start with, just make sure that you're consistent. If you start with the swedge, start with the swedge. And always remember that the swedge will go into the open end. How do you mount the bender? The most common way is going to be horizontally, as high as you can get it on a solid surface. If you have mobility issues or a little shorter and you need to put it down, you can put it on a picnic table horizontally. Just make sure wherever you're putting it, it's solid. You're going to be putting some pressure on it. You don't want it to move. The bender comes with the hardware kit, which includes 2 4-inch bolts. We recommend using a 1x or a 2x, mounting the bender on there and then mounting that onto your hard surface. How tall does the bender need to be? Again, mount it as high as you can, maybe even consider needing like one little step up or something like that, because you want to have plenty of room once you start bending and this comes down towards the ground. How often do we bend the pipe once it's in the bender? Each bender is different. So when you get your bender in, you'll get a card that'll have the instructions and tell you how many times to bend. We also have instructions on our website that you can print out there as well. Can we use EMT? We recommend EMT for our 4-foot and 6-foot benders, and that's the only thing that will fit into the collar. For anything over 6 foot, we recommend using top rail. Just for structural integrity, the EMT isn't going to be as strong. Think about it this way, EMT is used for low tunnels, whereas top rail is used for your hoop houses. Why is there no 24-foot bender? Anything over 20 foot requires more strength for wind and snow loads. Can I use a 20-foot bender to make any other size hoop? This is the most common question we get. The 20-foot is made to bend 20-foot hoops. The 12-foot is made for 12-foot. It's made what it's made for. When I bend the hoops, do they go directly into the ground? You'll still need to use a larger diameter post as a sleeve to put into the ground for your ground post. The hoop to ground post connection is one of the most critical strength points of your hoop house. We recommend 48 inches by 1 5/8. How often should I space my hoops? Our kits are designed to be spaced 4 foot apart, and while it may be tempting to spread them out a little bit more to save some money, you're starting to lose the integrity and strength of your hoop house. Why do hoop benders not come with a kit? Many of our customers build more than one kit, and you don't want to have to keep rebuying the hoop bender. Once you have it, you can bend as many hoops, make as many hoop houses as you need. How long does it take to bend a hoop? Like with any new skill, the first couple of hoops might take you a little bit longer. But the more you bend, the more practice you get, you'll get quicker and quicker, and you can bend a hoop within 5 minutes. Can I bend any other material other than the recommended pipe? One of the things we love about farmers is how resourceful they are. However, in this case, going outside of spec means the hoop bender might not be able to be used. Just keep in mind, the hoop benders were designed to be used with what we recommend. So any surplus items you may have lying around the farm, we're not saying they won't work, but maybe call our tech team and get a little bit of advice that way. The only deviation from that comment may be these are designed to build hoops for hoop houses and low tunnels. Aside from hoop houses, they're great for other structures like animal shelters, pack houses, shade house, and any equipment storage. We answered a lot of questions here today, but if you have any more, feel free to give us a call. Our US-based customer service is available 7 days a week over the phones at 888-406-1982 or chat with us on our website.